Previously on MasterChef Australia.
I love that you're buzzing today. You're like buzzing.
It's top 5. I'm so happy.
It's been an unforgettable week.
Whoa!
On the brink of the semi-final.
Wow.
It is off the chart.
Amazing. Kind of speechless.
It is just perfect.
The very last immunity went to the Pinder. And a very special one-bite wonderland
This is wild.
It's like that Willy Wonka thing where you cram a 3-course meal into a tablet.
was the end of the journey for Ben. Tonight, it's a tussle for top dish
I'm like trying everything in my power to get that win.
and a massive prize.
Trust me, gang, it is one that you are not going to want to miss out on.
Oh, yes.
Here we go! Come on in, top 4. Let's see what it is yet. It's cool. Well, hello, top 4.
Morning. Hello.
We always say that this competition opens doors. And if I were you, I would be so excited to see what these ones are all about. But before we get into this challenge, let the gravity of this sink in. You are one elimination away from the semi-final, competing for the ultimate prize, the title of MasterChef Australia. But today, you're competing for something else. Up for grabs is an unbelievable prize. And trust me, gang, it is one that you are not going to want to miss out on.
Oh, yes.
Thanks to Trafalgar Tours, if you cook the dish of the day, you will win a prize experience to tour the world differently worth $10,000.
10 grand worth of travel. I mean, come on. That is a very good prize.
Here's how today's gonna work. Each of us have selected an ingredient. Those ingredients are hiding under these cloches. One by one, you'll pick whose ingredient you want to cook with today. But you're not going to know what the ingredient is until after you've made your choice. Travel is undoubtedly the gateway to good food. All of us have stories about dishes we've discovered on overseas adventures. For me, the tiny Greek island of Sifnos is never far from my mind. I explored that place from top to tail and I found all these amazing little places to eat. But the one I think that left the best impression was this local family-run taverna. You sit on their roof, you choose from the catch of the day, and the Aegean is literally just lapping at the back door. And there was this one dish in particular that was just so beautiful in its simplicity that it made me really teary while I was eating it. And it was simply orzo and squid baked in the famous pottery of the island. It was just magical.
Mine is the first time I visited Bangkok. I was at this beautiful fresh food market, and just at the entrance there was a lady there selling these amazing dumplings I'd never seen before. Super interesting technique with these tiny little drums with cloth pulled over them. And she just had this sort of slurry that she was steaming. And then in one foul swoop she'd put a filling and then just make this really beautiful dumpling. And I think it still stands as one of the top 10 most delicious morsels I've had overseas. And it was a really cool story as well because she'd inherited the stall from her mother-in-law and it was a 50-year-old stall. So I just loved the story and how much that little bite packed a punch.
I'm taking you to Puglia, gang, the south of Italy. I remember being there last year and doing some research on where we should eat. I had a bunch of my mates there. And I'm super passionate about having those experiences with friends overseas around food. Found this place right on the water. There was this big old fishing boat, and every day they'd fill it up and pack it with ice and bring in the catch of the day. And it was stacked with the local catch, like from shellfish to oysters to lobsters, and all you did was kind of wander down, pick what you wanted, and then they'd cook it up for you out the back. We sat there for like 5 hours. Salt on our faces, champagne in our glasses, and just enjoyed what the Italians do best, simplicity, with my love of seafood.
Well, for me, it will have to be south of Spain with the family. So we end up choosing a place opposite the bull ring. And the restaurant created a dish from, obviously, guess what? From?
The tail.
Thank you very much. And I tell you something I will never forget, enjoying quietly something which was not expected. So that was a treasure to me.
All of these eating experiences stayed with us for a reason. And today, you need to create a dish just as memorable. You better choose your cloche carefully. There are no double-ups.
I'll go really high for you.
Yeah.
I got 3.
You got 3?
Numero uno.
Oh, the last one. Hey, 2.
So today we have to cook with the mystery ingredient under our chosen cloche, and the winner of today's challenge is going to win a $10,000 travel voucher from Trafalgar.
Okay, to be clear, Callum, you're going first, Jamie, you're going second, Deepinder, you're third, and Laura, you're fourth. Callum, would you like to come up and make your choice?
I would indeed. This is not so much strategy. I guess hearing your stories, I feel like there was that emotion. You could see you picturing, that memory in your own mind. And the first time I ever went overseas was back in Series 2 when I was 19, went to Paris and London as part of MasterChef, which is incredibly special. And then the next time I went overseas, I travelled to Southeast Asia, and I think just my mind got absolutely blown. So I think I'm going to choose Po, because that's what I was thinking that, the emotional stuff was...
Didn't see that coming.
Callum, you've chosen Thailand. Let's see what you've got.
Hit me with a Po.
Callum, you've got preserved turnip.
What the hell is that? I feel like preserved turnip sounds like a made-up food.
Remember the one time he hasn't used strategy?
Yeah.
He's gone with feeling?
Feeling always lets you down.
Have you ever cooked with preserved turnip before?
I have not cooked with it before.
I think this will challenge you, but I think you're more than capable.
Jamie, ready to pick a cloche?
I think I'm actually going to take yours, so.
I'm flattered. Why?
Greece is somewhere that I really want to take Claire, and I want to see those white walls and sit next to the Aegean with her and experience exactly what you just said. So I think that's the one.
Look at the fellas just being emotional souls. I love it.
It's really moving. Jamie, you chose Greece. Are you ready to find out what's under this cloche?
Please.
Your ingredient is squid ink.
Very happy. Squid ink, baby. That's way easier than preserved turnip. Thank you.
Deepinder, what would you like to choose?
I'll go with Andy.
Deepinder chose Italy. Today, you will be cooking with sea urchin. Wow.
Yum. Oh my God.
You ever cooked with sea urchin before?
No.
Whoa. Have you ever cracked one open before?
No. I'm so scared.
Back in line. Well done.
Laura, so I cannot believe you've been left with me.
Hit me with it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Today, you're going to be cooking with Blanca olives.
Yum.
How do you feel about Spain?
I love Spain. I actually went to Spain after I got engaged, and I love olives. My mum makes her own olives, so we eat olives by the bucketful in our household, so I'm very excited by these.
Okay, you've all got your ingredients. Cook anything you like. Just make sure it's worthy of that epic prize. We're giving you 75 minutes. Your time starts now. Let's go.
You got this, babes. I think after 5 months, I'd know where the eggs live, right?
Time starts, and the first thing I'm going to do is eat my ingredient and figure out what the heck a preserved turnip tastes like. It is like a salt bomb. It's big, it's bold, it's umami and fermenty like you'd expect when you eat soy sauce or fish sauce or misos. Kind of funky, salty. It was preserved with salt, obviously. Oh, wow. You don't need much of it. It's strong. It's kind of like, I guess, like we have Vegemite. Maybe this is Thailand's Vegemite. I don't know. Okay. So I'm starting to think how I can actually use this to incorporate it properly into the dish and not just have it on there for the sake of it.
Jamie, Kalisfera.
Hello, how are you?
Really good. Woo!
Aki,
I
my
see
favourite.
octopus. You've chosen squid ink. What are you making?
I'm going to do just a beautifully cooked and charred piece of octopus on some squid ink lentils, a little potato foam, and a really lovely, intense squid ink reduction just across the bottom. It's like screams simplicity, screams the coast for me, and it's the kind of dish that I can picture myself sitting on the coast and eating when I go over there.
Does it scream $10,000 trip overseas, though?
Yeah, I certainly hope it screams $10,000 trip overseas. I think that when you asked us to create a dish that represents our food dream, this is 100% the kind of food that I want to eat when I go overseas. I don't need 5,000 things on the plate. I want simplicity, perfect ingredients, and enjoy them as fresh as possible.
Tell me, would you take just Claire?
Oh, man, when I was up there describing why I picked you, I was getting a bit emotional, to be completely honest.
Yeah?
Claire and I have never been overseas together. We got together just before COVID hit. So all of our trips that we had planned were literally cut off because of COVID. This is now an opportunity to give us a little boost and get overseas and take those trips that we missed out on.
Well, you're going for simplicity, and simplicity to us means perfection. So good luck.
I'm feeling great. I got John Christoph's Spanish olives, and I am genuinely excited to have these as an ingredient. I love olives. Growing up in an Italian family, olives are a staple ingredient in lots of sweet and savoury dishes. So I'm going to go sweet today with my dish. I'm going to make an olive oil cake. It's one of my mum's recipes, and it is honestly to die for. I'm going to do a fior di latte gelato, drizzle that with some of the fresh olive oil pressed from the Spanish olives, and then I'm going to use the olives itself, dry them out, make a little crumble, and then also use the brine to make a really zesty and salty granita. The first thing I need to get started on is my roasted olive crumble. So I'm just banging my palm and the back of the knife onto those olives. It's the easiest way to try and get these pips off. They're such small olives, so I'm trying to get them away from the flesh as quickly as possible because these olives need to spend pretty much the whole cook in the oven to make sure that I'm extracting as much flavour as possible. All right, let's play.
Callum, I can't believe you picked me.
You chose with your heart and not your brain,
I know.
Callum.
So unusual for me.
So tell us what you're making.
So I'm making kangaroo fur.
Kangaroo fur. Okay.
I was inspired by my Southeast Asian trip. When I was in Vietnam, I was there working with a brand called Thank You, which is like a social enterprise. They're from Melbourne, with them, yeah. And there was this family up in this like mountain up in the middle of nowhere, and this beautiful family invited us into their house, and it was just like a really small place. And they just had some meat hanging up on a hook on the wall, and they grew a few little green veggies outside, and they cooked a meal for us, and it was literally just a couple of slices of meat, the veggies they picked from the garden, MSG and water, just in a wok.
Amazing.
But it was so beautiful because like they're actually saying that they don't normally eat meat, and it's only when they have people that come over that they would sort of like dare sort of use such an expensive ingredient.
Yeah.
And I remember kind of being like, no, like please, you keep it. Like I don't need it. Like thank you. But they're like, no, we must. And just that sense of generosity when you have so little that just really stuck with me.
I think that's the wonderful thing about food. Like, it is so much more than just a meal. Like, it helps define your memories when you go traveling, and it's like the excuse to catch up with your mates or the reason to go to a certain island or country or city or whatever it might be. And I think it's just another example of how special food is and the way it all connects us.
I guess I'm trying to take the concept of what that was, which is being so sort of humble, and recreating something in the same vein. So I'm using kangaroo tail to make the broth, and then kangaroo fillet to sort of be on the top. And because the turnip is so salty and umami, I'm infusing it into the broth where you would normally use fish sauce.
A really good fur usually takes about 24 hours to make. You got 75 minutes.
And also, the flavour of kangaroo is very different from beef, right?
Yeah.
It's more gamey. So are you confident that that's going to work?
Am I confident making a dish I haven't cooked before, using ingredients I haven't used before, in a time frame that doesn't allow me much time to have any plan Bs? No, I'm not confident. Yeah.
My mind is blown right now because I have to cook with sea urchin.
If I can get it out.
I don't know what to do with it. I've never cooked with sea urchin. I don't even know how to open it up. I'm actually dying. It's so peculiar. Like, it's just...
Just tastes like the sea. Just, it's so seaweedy. Sea-like. I'm just like going to the pantry just to get inspiration. Today's dish is going to be trial and error for me. I'm going in completely blind. I've never cooked with sea urchin. I actually don't know how to cook it, to be honest. The only time I've ever had sea urchin was raw, and it was a part of an omakase course. This is probably the most amount of time I've spent in the pantry. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, and it's completely thrown me out of my comfort zone. I'm feeling genuinely challenged.
A prize like this will take your places. 45 minutes to go.
Hold on there.
So today I want to base my dessert all around the olives and olive oil. So I'm going to make an olive oil cake, a little fior di latte gelato, a olive bran granita, and roasted olive crumble. So my gelato is in the chen doing its thing. I've got my olives drying out in the oven. I'm feeling good. I'm definitely playing to my strengths. I want that travel voucher. I need a holiday bad, so I'm gonna fight for that prize. I'm working on my olive brine granita. I'm trying to find the right balance of salty and sweet.
Don't tell me you're making a dessert.
I am.
Wow.
I've never actually made an olive brine granita before, so I'm just experimenting here. Oh my God, that is delicious. Sorry, I've surprised myself.
Have you ever used olives in a dessert?
Not olives, olive oil, yes.
So you've used olive oil in a dessert? Yes, I can understand that.
Yes.
It's your first time making a dessert with a Spanish olive.
Yeah, definitely going for the win. I'm like trying everything in my power to get that win. I'm so ready.
Hey, good luck, by the way. I love your dish.
Ciao, ciao. The next thing I need to get onto is my olive oil cake. It's actually my mum's olive oil cake recipe. I love it. It's so lemony and olive oily. It's just like really delicious, and it's a great base for any dessert. I mean, if I was at home, like, I'm gonna make a huge cake and it's gonna take a good hour. I obviously don't have that time left on the clock, so I'm gonna make a small cake. I don't know how to make a half batch of this cake, so I'm gonna make a full quantity and then just weigh out like a little small tin, which is quite funny, actually. This needs as long as possible in the oven to form a really beautiful golden crust and really take on that olive oil flavour.
My dish today is kangaroo and preserved turnip fur. Inspired by memories of eating the most beautiful, humble version of a fur, I feel like that moment taught me a lot of life lessons. And actually the photo of that plate of food until I got married was my phone screensaver for like 5 years, because every time I looked at it, it reminded me to stay humble.
So, my kangaroo tail broth with turnip is cooking away. That's in the pressure cooker. That's doing its thing.
A fur will typically have a braised meat and then a raw fresh meat that the broth actually cooks as you pour the hot broth over the bowl of soup. In your classic fur, there's going to be rice noodles in there, but the memory of the dish I'm trying to recreate here is essentially meat, vegetables, and broth. So instead of having the noodle element, I'm going to pickle some fresh turnip using the preserved turnip, and I'm going to use some lily pillies instead of the bean sprouts. I think if I can pull off what is quite a quirky dish, I've got every chance of making a memorable meal and maybe winning the challenge.
I have finally come up with a dish to cook with sea urchin today.
Depinder. You still love me?
Yeah.
Pretty apprehensive there.
Yeah.
I'm dying to know what you can do with sea urchins. What's the dish?
So I'm gonna do Japanese flavors, but like a pasta dish.
What's the thought process?
The only time I've had sea urchin was at a Japanese omakase, and I had it raw.
Sea urchin are huge in Japan.
I'm more familiar with those flavors than I am with sea urchin.
Okay. So you've tasted it raw?
Yeah.
What are you tasting?
It's very sea-like.
Yeah,
Like I wouldn't say,
creamy.
It's creamy,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think it'll be nice with like a pasta dish. I'm gonna put it in my sauce with like cream, and I'm gonna serve it raw on top of the pasta as well.
Right. So it'll be
Yeah.
in the sauce?
Yep.
And then a couple of tongues on top?
Yes. I actually don't know how to cook with it, but I'm gonna try it.
Oh, I love the way you are.
Oh, I don't know.
You keep going. It's just extraordinary.
Trust yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Well done. Bring it on. Good luck.
You can
Thank
do
you.
it, you know that.
Thank you.
These guys definitely all have travel on the brain. I want to start with Jamie. So he picked squid ink from my cloche, and he's going really simple, but going for flavour and perfection. He's doing an octopus tentacle, which he's assured us will be perfectly cooked. And then the squid ink he's incorporating into lentils, and he's also doing a squid ink reduction and some foamed potato. So he knows he has to get it really right, and he wants to get it really right because he wants to take his partner on their first overseas trip together.
Okay, Callum. So he's doing, get this, a roux pho.
Kangaroo.
Yeah. I just don't know how he's going to get that really nice, rounded, brochy flavour in that amount of time that he has. On the other hand, I'm quite excited to see preserved turnip being used in a way that I would never have thought to use.
That's the lovely thing. I think you're going to get that.
Yeah.
And that's why I love that Callum's got your ingredient, because he's so clever, he's so savvy, he's so unexpected in what he does in this kitchen.
Yeah.
And using such a foreign ingredient in a unique way could be just a thing to get dish of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm slowly unraveling the facial screw-up of Depindo, and she was like looking at me like we were not friends. She's got a good dish in mind, right? She's doing a sea urchin pasta. She's going to infuse Japanese ingredients. She's cooked the sea urchin out in her sauce base, and then she's going to serve it wrapped around some linguine and then also some tongues on top. So it's got potential.
Yeah, that's tasty. You're our top 4. We're expecting greatness. 30 minutes to go.
Today I'm making charred octopus with squid ink lentils, a hot potato foam, and a squid ink reduction. The octopus is just cooking away. It just takes time, and I'm going to keep an eye on it, and then that's going to be finished over the hibachi. My lentils are nearly done. Now it's time to start building the big flavour element on my plate. I'm making an octopus and squid ink dashi that I'm going to reduce right down till it's almost sticky and like a paint. I want this to be super, super hyper reduced. Now's the time I can start adding the key ingredient of the day, my squid ink. I don't want to add too much because it's going to further intensify as it reduces. This needs to be the highlight of the show, but it can't overpower. The main inspiration behind this dish is my partner, Claire. Claire is the rock of our family. She makes sure I'm sorted. She makes sure the kids are sorted. Since I've been away this whole time, she's been looking after the business. Claire is a powerhouse of a woman, and I'm very lucky to have her in my life. 10 grand in travel vouchers would be unbelievable. I would love to be able to take Claire on all the holidays that we've missed because we've been working so hard. She deserves it more than no one else in the world that I can think of. And then all of a sudden I see John Christophe come over and look at my lentils and look at me and walk away. Didn't seem like he enjoyed the way they looked. John Christophe loves his lentils and he's very picky about it. My lentils are overcooked. The lentils are one of only 4 things that are going on this plate. If they're not perfect, there's no chance of this prize. I'm just redoing my lentils. They're a little bit overdone first time round, so I want to make sure everything's perfect. Can't put up a food talking about simplicity and not get the simple things right.
Jamie, lentils 2, lentils 1?
Lentils 2 in here.
Lentils 2.
Wait.
You know, Jean-Christophe is, like, very specific about his lentils. Very specific.
Understandable. Lentils are notoriously hard to cook, and if I don't get this batch right, I won't be winning this prize.
Only 20 minutes to go!
I'm making a Japanese-inspired pasta dish. I've blitzed all of the sea urchin into the sauce.
Just gonna taste this sauce a couple more times.
This is my main sea urchin element.
Yeah, that's tasty. That's really tasty.
I'm gonna toss some prawns through the pasta as well, just to accentuate that sea flavour.
Let's get on to this pasta.
Okay, guys, 15 minutes to go. Come on, allez, allez.
dish I'm making today is kangaroo and preserved turnip fur. This dish has an emotional connection for me. Got my garnishes done. The kangaroo's rolled and ready to slice. It's almost time now to open this pressure cooker. And if this broth isn't well flavoured and tastes delicious, then the dish is going to be terrible. So here's hoping for delicious fur vibes.
Is this the broth?
This is the broth.
Have you tasted the broth yet?
Well, I've only just opened the lid, so not yet.
Okay.
But I look forward to trying it.
Yeah,
Do you mind holding this for a moment?
Yeah, sure. From a distance.
Yeah. I'll pour carefully.
Oh, okay. I can't see though. Ooh. Okay.
Wow, that was
with high heat.
All right.
Good.
Thanks, both. Much appreciated.
Welcome.
Grab that one for you.
Love
Thank
being
you.
your soup.
It's definitely got that kangaroo sort of like meaty savouriness there, but it doesn't have that fermented sort of saltiness from the turnip, and that is a big problem. I've promised the judges an amazing broth, and right now it's not amazing, so I need to intensify this and fast.
Did you try it?
It tastes nothing like that.
Callum, have you tasted your broth?
I have just for the first time, yeah.
What do you think?
The turnips didn't add as much salt as what I was anticipating they would. So I'm going to reduce it down a bit now, and then I'll add some more and try and just get that salt balance right.
Yeah, make that broth perfect.
Thank you.
Good luck.
It is like all systems go. I'm getting more spices in there, getting more turnip in there. I'm reducing it hardcore. I have to save this broth.
My potatoes are cooked. They're just cool enough for me to start passing them through the tammy. That's then going to get blitzed with milk and butter, and then it'll be in the siphon. So that'll be a nice little foam over the top. I want this potato foam to have a beautiful, light, mousse-like texture because it's going to be soft and sweet and envelop everything else on the plate. The octopus is coming out of the dry fry. I slice a bit off the top, taste it, and it's exactly the texture I want. It's still got bite, but it melts away once you chew it. It's full of that beautiful octopus flavour. This just needs a light touch over the fire. It doesn't need long, it just needs to pick up little nuances of smoke, and it's exactly what I wanted to give the judges. It's time to have a look at the second batch of lentils. They're just starting to fall apart on the outside. It's exactly how I want them. I'm going to finish it off with a pan to make sure I get some more flavour in there, and that's where I'm going to introduce the squid ink.
That was quite a lot of squidding.
I don't want the squid ink to just be a little tip of the hat. I want it to be the heart and soul of why this dish is special.
Take your taste buds on an adventure. You've only got 5 minutes to go.
I'm making a dessert all around olives. I'm just mortar and pestling the roasted olive crumb. I'm going really well. My cakes are in the oven, my granita is in the blast freezer, the ice cream is churning. I check my granita and the texture is so wrong.
Gummy.
Yeah, it is a bit gummy. There's no ice crystals, there's no airy component. It's turned into a sorbet. Yeah. Ooh.
Too much sugar, surely, no?
But it's actually delicious. So, I'm gonna keep it as a sorbet option.
Laura,
Hi.
how's it going here?
The granita didn't work, but it almost turned into sorbet.
Oh.
So I have like a mistaken sorbet.
That's an olive component, isn't it?
Yeah, it's olive brine.
Yeah.
It's really yummy.
Okay, but you
Yeah,
still got
yeah.
your cake.
Well, it's not cooked yet.
Mate, you're pulling a Poe big time.
How not cooked is it? What happens if that cake doesn't cook?
Yeah.
I don't have a cake. 3 minutes to go. I've pulled the cake out of the oven. It's like somewhat set. Oh man. But I've promised these judges cake. I need to find a way to put some cake on the plate. I'm literally pulling corners off. I'll take anything at this point.
My fur broth, it's producing, so while that's sorting itself out, I'm going to start plating everything else up. I've got the kangaroo tail that was braised in that broth. That goes in first. I'm then going to top it with the shavings of raw kangaroo over the top that'll get cooked by that hot broth. And we're going to start layering up all the little elements of the turnips, lily pillies, which are the bean sprouts effectively, turnip leaves as well. And then finally, I'm going to garnish with some extra fermented turnip because I think one of the really lovely things about it is the texture.
Go, Jamie.
Always. Need a last-minute run. I want this dish to be striking. I have this beautiful white porcelain plate to represent the walls all along the coastline of Greece. Big slick of the paint that I've created from the dashi and the squid ink, and then I start to plate everything around that. I've got my squid ink lentils on one side, top it with some of the perfectly cooked octopus. It's already shaping up to be one of the most beautiful dishes I've put up this year, and it's going to scream $10,000 trip.
Okay, all right. My pasta's done. I take it out really quickly, press it, and it's al dente. It's really, really good. I add my prawns into the sauce, I add the pasta, give it a quick toss, and it looks amazing.
Okay, let's do this.
I'm thinking about plating up now. I go in with the pasta in the middle, and then I start to place some prawns on the side, a little bit of prawn head oil, and this beautiful sea urchin tongue sitting on top just to accentuate that flavour.
Okay, garnishes.
With nori clumped up on one side and a garnish of chives.
So to plate up, I've got my semi-cooked cake on the bottom of the plate. I've got my olive crumb, that beautiful fior di latte gelato. I've got my olive rind sorbet, and I'm topping that with some olive oil and some fennel pollen. This is so far from what I planned, it's not even funny. Like, how did I get from A to, like, Z?
I'm tasting the broth one final time, and by reducing it has really intensified it. It's got a really nice balance now of savoury and salty, as well as those kind of fresh aromats of the star anise and the cinnamon and the ginger in there as well. So I think it's tasting really good. It does remind me of this humble version of a pho. And I think I've used the preserved turnip in some ways that the judge isn't expecting as well. So I think I've given myself a chance.
Show us why you're the top 4 in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done.
Here we go.
Fun. How'd you go, mate?
All right.
Oh my gosh.
This was one of the worst cooks I've had in the kitchen. And even though some things are delicious on this plate, I still have a raw cake on there. Like, how did I let that happen?
We gave you special ingredients from our adventures that we absolutely love. And it's clear you've all taken the road less travelled. There is an extraordinary prize on offer for the top dish. We'd like to taste your dish. Callum!
Whoa.
Fragrance.
It looks very pretty and colourful.
Thank you.
What have you made us?
Kangaroo and preserved turnip pho.
Kangaroo fur is not the first thing that would have come to my mind if I saw preserved turnip. And it was interesting because you had first pick and you came straight for my cloche. And your comment was, what the hell is that?
Yeah, that was my first reaction. And then the second thing I thought was embrace the unknown and see what happens.
Callum, if you won the $10,000 travel voucher, where would you go?
My wife and I have been talking about going to Greece, actually.
Yeah, Greek Islands has your name all over it.
Obviously, I'd love to win for me today, but, you know, my wife's 8 months pregnant. 2 young kids at home, and she's like doing all the parenting stuff whilst heavily pregnant. Yeah, if anyone deserves a holiday, yeah, I'd love to take her somewhere.
Well, as you know, Callum, pho is all about the broth, so let's see if this broth gets you that ticket to Greece. Interesting. When you said kangaroo fur, I was really worried. But it is really good. The fact that you use preserved turnip as sort of that umami hit has done the broth so much good. I was really worried that you didn't have enough time for the gaminess of that roux to like cook out into a round flavour. But the fact that you reduced it and then added more of the preserved turnip in there, alchemy has happened. It is really good. I love the way you treated the kangaroo tail. It's really lovely and gelatinous. And then I love that thin slices of roux that are just rare with the edges cooked. And then all the little herbs, even the lily pillies, like instead of the bean sprouts, were just such a genius move. I love this Aussie take that you have on the pho. You really took me to Thailand.
Same.
Callum, it's fantastic. What is great is how you've managed to thicken that broth, but it's thickened properly. It's not overpowering your palate, and it's just enough to allow all the elements of the flavors is to get very slowly into your mouth. You have converted a preserved turnip.
Thanks, JC. Appreciate it.
How does it feel to follow your heart in this kitchen?
Weird. Unusual. I'm not sure I like it.
Well, mate, I reckon you should follow your heart, a lot more in this kitchen, because I feel like that emotional connection to travel and, going to Southeast Asia, it's resulted in something that's blown all our minds. This bowl of food, this shows another level of your evolution. Your bowl food way earlier on in the competition has never been anywhere near as good as this. This is really, really good, mate. I think that the highlight for me, I loved that braised roux tail so much. It just had this huge chunk of fat and gelatin on the side of it. I was like, and it just fills your mouth with this beautiful, luxurious feeling. It's an emotion, it's a feeling. And then for me it was the broth, because that broth didn't taste anywhere near what it did in that bowl with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
It's insane how much that's changed. Ooh, mate, I reckon you took a punt making a pho broth in 75 minutes. Well done, Callum.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, mate.
We'd like to taste your dish, Deepinder.
There's so many things that are going through my mind. This has been such a wild cook for me. I think my pasta's good, I think my sauce is good, but I'm still a little bit nervous because it's sea urchin.
Deepinder, what have you made?
I've made a Japanese sea urchin style pasta dish.
When I lifted that cloche and you locked eyes with those sea urchins, that was not a happy face.
Oh, I've never cooked with sea urchin before. I've only ever eaten it once, and it was raw. So I didn't know what to do with it, and I've tried to do my best. I was constantly tasting. Every single time I added a new element to the pan or a new ingredient, I just tasted it. I tasted the ingredient before adding it into the pan and then tasted it after. And I think that was the only way to go in this cook.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how you've married Japanese flavours and sea urchin, so I reckon we get stuck in.
Yeah.
Dipinda. The concept of introducing Japanese flavours to a noodle or pasta dish with sea urchin, like many, many ticks. I think they go so, so well together. There is loads of flavour going on here, and the thing that I love about it, it just does have that underpinning flavour of sea urchin, which kind of runs throughout that deep, rich, intense sauce. I gotta say, I did not think I was going to get this plate of food from you when I revealed sea urchin was what you had to cook with today. So it's another really good cook for you because you really did have to work and work really hard. So well done.
Thank you.
Dipinda, I love your linguines. They are so well done. Your skill on the pasta was impeccable. Your sauce, your level of kickiness of the spice and the chili, obviously, it is just perfect.
You've done a fantastic job. I was really worried because there were so many levels of umami you were introducing to the dish, like the prawns, the kombu, the miso, and I thought that the sea urchin was going to have a lot of trouble fighting through, but you've managed to make that the predominant flavour. It's still the hero, which is amazing. I think you've done a really, really good job.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, mate.
We'd love to taste your dish. Jamie.
Like Jamie.
I'm super proud of this dish today. It reinforces everything I love about food. It is simple and delicious, and that's what it should be.
Oh, you've done it. Nice one.
Mate, that looks so good.
Ooh.
Thank you. I made charred octopus, squid ink, and potato.
Jamie, this looks beautiful. If you have the top dish today, where are you taking Claire?
The Greek islands. Be a good place to pop the question, I suppose.
Proposing?
You cannot let Claire watch this episode.
Well, I wanted to do it for a long time, so a little cherry on top can be to do what I was going to do anyway, just in Europe. That'd be great.
That's a lot of pressure riding on this dish.
Yeah, it is. It is. But this is a dish that I know she'd love. It's flavours that I love. I think it's a beautiful little plate of food, and it's pretty representative and showcases the ingredient that you gave me in the place that you gave it to me from, so.
All right, well, as they say, pressure makes diamonds, so let's see how you go. Jamie, some pretty bold moves there, from the way you plated the dish to being really concise in the number of elements that you had on there. You could be getting married.
Hey! Oh, just have me sweating there.
I think you used squid ink in the most beautiful way here. That really bold brush stroke was really stunning. And at first I thought that lentils might have been a little bit over-seasoned because of all that dashi and that salinity from the squid ink. But with that perfectly smooth potato foam, it was so great just rolling around the mouth. And your octopus, I don't think you could have cooked it better. You could be in with a shot today.
Thank you.
Jamie, what you did was very smart. I like the fact that you've actually used ink as the main ingredient and you managed to cook it down to something which is super delicious. I love your potato mash. Well done for changing your mind and rectifying the mistake of your lentils to cook them again and to retain the bite. That is very, very special. Well done.
Thanks, Chef.
Jamie, this is simplicity just done on another level, bro. I thought the octopus was so well done, just that right amount of bite, And it was crucial to put that thing over the smoke because it just gives another dimension to the dish. But the squid ink was my favourite part. It gave a really great body to the lentils and also pulled them away from that real earthy nature that they have. Mate, that's fire. As far as I'm concerned, you should be super stoked.
Thanks, guys.
Well done. Oh, that was a good dish.
Well done.
Well done. Bravo.
So
Oh my
good.
God, if you get married.
Finally, we would like to try your dish. Laura.
Walking out my dish, I've got cake on there that's not perfect. I've got a sorbet that was meant to be a granita. I pushed myself to do something really different today and it just didn't pay off. This is a horrible feeling to have, walking a dish up that you're not completely proud of.
Ooh, no.
So I've gone sweet and I've done an olive oil and lemon cake with a fior di latte gelato, olive brine sorbet, and then roasted olive crumb.
You don't give up, huh?
Nope. The cake just didn't cook, but the texture's just not what it should be. It's not caramelized, but I had to put it on there.
Okay, Laura, let's have a look. Let's just take that for you. You ready?
Ooh.
A pip.
I heard it.
There's a few in there.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Laura, there are a few olive pits in there.
I got surprised hard. Olive pit, pretty big no-no.
I'm so sorry.
It's the way you were brushing your olive down with your knife.
Laura, the two things that stood out that kind of were the downfalls were it was way too salty. So the granita was super, super, super salty. And of course the cake, but we kind of suspected that.
Is it something I enjoyed, or is it something I'm not sure? One thing is sure, is you are so close to probably deliver one of the most spectacular, quirky dish of the season, Laura.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just such a rookie error at this point in the competition. I think I'm lucky that this is not an elimination cook.
Even though you all deserve a little vacay, one of your dishes took us on an unforgettable adventure. It was thoughtful, immaculately cooked. Texturally, it was a joy to eat, and the flavors married together perfectly. And by far, our favorite part was the use of the squid ink.
I'm going on holiday, baby.
Everyone, I think I hear wedding bells.
That's awesome. That's so good. I had her in my mind when I was cooking it, and so here we go. How good.
Jimmy, your dish was absolutely phenomenal. Well balanced, superbly executed. Every element were perfect. And the most important thing is your ink was so dominant in your dish. So well done. And don't forget.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We won't let
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Congratulations.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia.
In round one, you need to decide whether you're making a savoury dish or a sweet dish. Either with what you can see or the ingredient under the cloche you can't see.
Come on!
This gamble is bigger than anyone anticipated.
At this point, if you're not a top dish, you're automatically a bottom dish.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
Because this 2-round elimination is their ticket to the semi-final.
There is no room for error here.
I'm terrified. This dish is not going to be enough. God, what have I done?